That's what it picks that
Yes. Facebook? Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Takeya Showcase. Today we have a great match between men's and women's doubles matches. I'm Bryce Morgan, joined here by Dave Weinbach. Dave, I'm super excited for today.
Man, after yesterday, Bryce, and then the incredible matches that we saw, this is going to be incredible today. It's men's doubles day. It is mixed senior doubles day. We've got 5 different amateur matches already started this morning, and here we go. What an incredible way to start the day,
I'm
Bryce.
super excited. We're
We got
spoiled.
Rob Nunnery and Rob Cassidy taking on Joey Farias and Kyle Yates. When I saw the bracket this morning, Bryce, this was a matchup that I was really eyeing because I think if these guys played 100 times, it'd be really close to 50-50. That's how evenly matched these two teams are.
It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
You'll see Nunnery and Cassidy stack, probably serve and return because Cassidy, who's from Rochester, New York area, is obviously left-handed, and he really prefers to play this right-hand side. And Rob Nunnery likes to play the left-hand side. So you'll see them, I think, stack both on the serve and the return because that puts them in a position of strength with both of their forehands in the middle. You see all the players basically trying to attack on the backhand side. And all 4 of these guys are phenomenal dinkers, both on their forehand and the backhand. So I'd expect to see points like this, Bryce, where we see long rallies of unattackable dink shots. And Farias with a little bit of a mishit on that forehand. It almost came down. Just a beautiful morning for pickleball. It's 68 degrees right now, according to the truck, and very, very slight winds. It seems like the winds start very calm during the day here on the coast of Southern California, and by about 11 o'clock, we end up with like a 12 to 13 mile an hour wind, usually going south to north.
We already have a bit more sun today than we had yesterday as well, so hopefully it's not as gloomy.
Yeah, Nunnery got the backhand that he wanted. That's his favorite shot, is he likes to roll his backhand. He does not miss that very often. Day 3 here at the Takeya Showcase in beautiful Newport Beach, California. A Tier 1 tournament here on the professional tour. Folks, if you want to play where the pros play, check out the PPA tour schedule, which, Bryce, you can find that in which what website and what...
PPAtour.com is a great place to go find it. All our listings are also on pickleballtournaments.com. Make it easy for everybody to sign up and come play. Come play, have a good time in the amateur skill age division, and then come watch the pros play as well. Get Nunnery getting some around the post shots like that. So.
You see how long he waited, though? That's the key. When I try to teach people that shot, the hardest part is waiting long enough so the ball gets out wider, and then you have a better angle on your ATP. And Rob did a super job there. Yeah, you know, Cassidy's played against Yates many, many, many times, and he read that forehand drive really well from Kyle and basically made him pay with that backhand volley. Cassidy's so good on that backhand volley and making people pay when they drive it and bring pace to him. Kyle Yates, one of the best lobbers we have in the entire tour on the men's pro side. I would certainly have him in the top 3. Whereas Bryce, I can't spell lob, so don't even try it. Couple of attempted earnies there. See how
Great
Joey
shot
waited
back there.
so long on that forehand? And Joey is great on the forehand and the backhand ATPs. He's done that against me many, many times. And
1-3-1.
Joey looks to be in great physical shape. Best shape I've seen him in a long time. Playing really well. Didn't play singles, I don't think, on this. Oh, that's a great shot. Boy, Nunnery got a lot of topspin on that forehand, and Farias thought that ball was going long, but it had so much topspin that it came down very quickly and was easily in. Bryce, how does the schedule look today here on Championship Center Court at the Takeya Showcase for our viewers that are paying attention early this morning?
We have kind of a cut in the break. This morning we have the PPA stream, which you're seeing right now, which is on YouTube and Facebook. We'll watch a lot of these matches for the quarterfinals. This morning, the men's and women doubles draw. And then at 2 o'clock, we're going to switch over to the actual broadcast. So the other broadcast trucks are going to take over. We'll have Facebook, YouTube, and ESPN+. We're going to watch the semifinals of the men's and women's doubles. Then highlighted finally by the mixed doubles championship match, 5:30. So we're excited about that one tonight between Ben and Lucy. Ben Simone, Matt, and Lucy.
4-3-2 here in game one.
It's close, just like you expected.
Yeah.
Kyle's playing pretty well.
Sure is. So is Joey. You know, all 4 players are playing well. You'd expect that. These guys are seasoned veterans. I don't think they'll be too nervous here playing on this court with this great crowd. And look at the get by Yates. That's unbelievable. Not many guys would have gotten after that ball.
Well, we've seen Rob Cass and Rob Nunnery already out here on the 7th court today. Actually, not today, but this week. First time we're getting to look at Kyle Yates and Joey Farias this weekend.
Terrific hustle there by Yates to catch up to that ball, but Nunnery with a terrific backhand roll. Got the ball low to finish that point. 4-3-1. Here in game one, this is the best 2 out of 3. Oh, and that backhand slice dink lands on the line and skids right into the Yates body, which made his next shot almost impossible.
Again,
there's that great lob again.
That was a great setup. Great play there by Kyle. Rob, that was going out, but he wanted to hit.
Six, 3-2. Cassidy get a little greedy there, going down the line and misses it.
3-6-1.
And that gets the ball back to Farias Yates at 3-6-1 here in game one.
shot by Cassidy there.
Yeah, Cassidy sits on his backhand, on his punch shot. So I think if Yates is going to speed that ball up and drive it, he needs to get it to the Cassidy forehand side of his body. Oh, there's a great counter punch there by Yates, really getting that ball down.
6-3-2.
The winner of this match will advance into the quarterfinals, where they'll play the winner of the Newman-McGuffin match. Kyle getting a lot of pace on those forehands. And a little laugh there with Cassidy and Yates after that power exchange.
Taking a look at the draw, we also have Ben Johns playing with Matt Wright. The team we saw a lot last year.
Yeah, that's the number 1 seed coming in, and the number 2 seed is McGuffin Newman. So many great teams, Bryce, in this really deep field today. You got Dekel Barr, Adam Stone, of course, Jay DeVilliers, and Pat, the Wichita tandem. You got the Utah boys, Loon and Smith, playing together. A little bit of a sleeper team to watch out for that I'm going to say is Daniel De La Rosa and Pesa Tione. They both live in the Phoenix, Arizona area. I get to play with them quite a bit when I'm out there, and 2 young up-and-coming stars in this game that a lot of people don't know. Watch out for them.
They're out playing right now against Colin Johns and Steve Deacon.
Yeah.
That's a tough
Yeah,
draw.
I'll give you another little sleeper team that people aren't really aware of, that don't know. Austin Gridley and Mario Barantitos, both from Utah as well, are 2 really young, very talented athletic players. I would watch out for them here on the pro scene.
To the quarterfinals, they're going to have to face Jay and Pat. That's going to be a tough draw as well.
Yeah, and I think they will. I think they'll get there, and I think they'll give Jay and Pat all they can handle.
Hopefully that's a match we can bring out here. We'll see what comes up. We'll let you guys know as soon as we know the match coming up next.
Yeah, another great young tandem teaming up, I think for the first time, is AJ Kohler and DJ Young. Let's watch out for them. They're going to take on Warnick and Coyle here coming up really soon on one of the outside courts. And then the winner of that will probably advance to play Johnson Wright. So many great matchups to look forward to today here at the Takeya Showcase.
We had AJ Kohler in the broadcast booth yesterday, and the fans really enjoyed him. So best of luck to him today.
Six, 5-1. A very competitive game 1. Nunnery a little upset with himself, missing an easy backhand dink. It's really his better side. He hardly will ever miss on the backhand side with unforced errors. And there's another liner that skids on the line. You know, that's one of the reasons that I really teach people to be at that line and lean in and try to capture the ball in front of your body in what I call the impact zone, because then you don't give the ball even a chance to skid on the line. Great hustle there by Nunnery. Oh, and that ball was there, and he got a little bit aggressive on it, and it's going to sail just long.
Crowd liking his little sit down and jump.
Yeah.
Make it a little more entertaining.
Cassidy knowing that he had an opportunity there. Really important stage right here, Bryce, in game 1, I feel, right here. So good at that.
Incredible comeback. It's interesting to watch Rob. He crowds that line. He doesn't back up when they have that shot.
Yeah, he likes to get really low and just keep that paddle in front of his body. And it's amazing how many balls he actually gets back. He's a great defender. Terrific hands. Very quick. He's becoming a good singles player as well. Yeah, really good court coverage there by Nunnery. Pinching middle, ready on that forehand drive.
Just sells it wide.
A little ambitious there by Nunnery. Thought that ball was a good 2 balls below the net. I thought he could be a little more patient and wait for a better one to attack there. See what I mean? How when Cassidy is running in, he sits strong backhand. And if you drive the ball and bring pace to his backhand,
He's getting it right back.
he's one of the best guys in the game of making you pay and what I call counter punching. So you got to be careful when you drive the ball to him to go right at his backhand side. Once in a while, you got to go to his forehand side and make him switch his grip. Six, 9-1 here in a thrilling game one here.
I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if this went 3 games.
Dave Weinbach, Bryce Morgan from the PPA, proud to bring you this live action here all day long at the Takeya Showcase.
Again, we have both those streams running, so we'll catch a lot of men's and women's doubles action and some of that senior mixed action over on that other stream as well.
$90,000 here on the line, Bryce, at the Takeya Showcase. All the top pros in the world are right here.
Everyone's here. Including Kyle Yates, who's pretty storied in the sports. Good to see him back here competing on the main stage.
You know, the guy's already a legend in the game. I think he's 25 years old, 24, 25, 26 years old, and already a legend, a for sure future Hall of Famer.
And I think he's actually going to take a quick hydration break.
Yeah, and a quick hydration break that we will take as well, brought to you by Jigsaw Health.
That's right.
Pickleball Cocktail, agora disponível no Brasil. Obrigada, iHerb.
Pickleball Cocktail ya está disponible aquí en México. Gracias a iHerb.
Le Pickleball Cocktail est maintenant disponible en France. Merci iHerb.
Pickleball Cocktail теперь можно пить в России. Спасибо, iHerb.
Pickleball Cocktail. Teraz dostupný už je na Slovensku. Ďakujeme iHerb.
Pickleball Cocktail, now available in over 150 countries. Thanks, iHerb.
We are back with you live here at the Takeya Showcase. Just a gorgeous venue here in Newport Beach. You know, Bryce, we're like 3 blocks off the beach. Sometimes when it's not windy, you can actually hear the waves crashing against the coast. It's just gorgeous here. All the top players in the world are here. Here at the Professional Pickleball Association's Takeya Showcase. Farias serving to Cassidy. Here we go.
8-9. Timeout works. They wanted to get that momentum back on their side.
Big side out there at 9-8-1. Oh, what a great ball there by Farias. He took that ball from almost a foot below the top of the net and rolled that forehand right into Cassidy's body.
Any chance that was going in or no?
I think it was going to go out, but it was right into the
Just couldn't
middle
get
of
out of the way.
Cassidy's body, and Cassidy did not expect Farias to drive that ball, and it really caught him off guard.
Again, does it again.
Yeah, Joey generates a lot of pace on those drives. So they get the ball back here at 8-9-1.
Great drive there by Kyle.
Yeah, Farias tried to hit that same shot there from below the net into the Cassidy body, and unfortunately caught the net. So that gets, they got a second serve here at 8-9-2.
It's going to be hard for Kyle and Joey to play that middle, isn't it?
That was a great forehand drive there by Cassidy.
I haven't seen much of that in this match.
In that very costly unforced error by Farias that gets Nunnery and Cassidy to game point here in game one.
Nunnery and Cassidy seem to be communicating a lot more out there.
Yes. 10-8-2. One more game point. I think that's just a very questionable decision there by Farias to try to drive that ball. It was down by his right ankle, and that's a ball that he needs to stay patient on and keep dinking and waiting for a better ball to attack. So Cassidy and Nunnery take game one. We're going to take a quick break with you, a quick hydration break courtesy of Jigsaw Health. We'll be right back, folks.
I love this game. The friends I've met along the way, the places it's taken me. This game is all about community. Duper is partnering up to grow the community, to bring accuracy, transparency, and adaptability to the sport. Duper's rating system starts off with accuracy, setting up for success right from the beginning. That's how you make every match count.
Selkirk's mission has always been to fuel the pickleball obsession found inside every player.
There is a growing community of pickleball players who consume as much pickleball content as they possibly can.
And that's why we are launching Selkirk TV, which brings the best pickleball content to your smartphone, tablet, and big screen TV. It's pickleball's original and only free TV app. This is 24/7 Pickleball, proudly brought to you by Selkirk.
Welcome back to Takeya Showcase. We have men's and women's doubles today. We're here in game two. Rob Nunnery and Rob Cassidy took game one. Joey Farias and Kyle Yates like to change that story here in game two. Great match so far, Dave. Super excited to see what they have in store.
Yeah, I look for Yates and Farias to come out hot here in game two, knowing they must have this game.
What are they going to do? What are they going to do different?
I think they're going to look to attack more. I think they're going to really try to look for that attackable shot and be the initiator. I felt in that last game, they were not the initiator. They were a little passive. And there we see Yates trying to initiate, but unfortunately, as he hit that shot, his weight was going backwards. Folks, in this game, when you drive the ball, you want all your momentum going forward. You really don't want to be falling backwards at impact with the ball. quick 2-0-2 here in game 2. Nunnery and Cassidy looking to capture this game and close out this match and advance.
0-2-1.
Yates trying to initiate off that backhand drive.
Nearly
which
worked.
He has that shot all day. He's got one of the best backhand drives in all of pickleball. He generates a lot of topspin on it, a lot of pace, and he gets the ball down below the net.
Oh. Joey and Kyle run into each other a little
Well,
bit. And can't
that's
get out of it.
why in pickleball, middle is good. I think the middle is underutilized in pickleball. It creates a lot of confusion.
Dave, I just got word that Austin Gridley and Mario Barrientos actually won their match. So you called that. So far, they're working their way through the draw.
Yeah, they're what I call a danger team.
It'd be interesting to see if they make it out here in championship court. We'd love to watch them.
They could beat just about anybody in this draw, but if they're not sharp, they could just about lose to anybody in this draw. And that's what's so great about our game now, Bryce, is anything can happen. We have so many great young players coming into the sport, both on the men's pro and the women's pro side. And it's making it so exciting because it creates adversity. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. The fans definitely want to see a story. Yesterday we had a few upsets picked, but Steve Deacon and Callie Smith nearly stole the show with a huge upset of Ben Johns and Simone Hardy.
Yeah, they pushed him to a game 3 and a very competitive game.
Nearly extra pickle, yeah. It was.
Yeah, you and I had the best seat in the house for that one. Boy, some terrific second-round matchups. The one I'm watching that I'd love to see some of is Warnick Coyle versus Young, DJ Young and AJ Kohler. We were talking about those guys a little earlier today. So many great second-round matchups. You know, we see this constantly on our professional tour, is the second-round matchups are so competitive.
It's tough. Those seeds are important.
Oh, Yates catches up to it. Oh, great drop by
recovery.
Farias.
Kyle finishes it. That's the point of the match so far. Rob Cassidy kind of laughs off Kyle Yates' joke there.
Oh, Yates gets it off the net. Yates trying to blow it over.
Yeah.
3-1-2 here in game 2, and that serve just sails long.
Yes, it's clearly out. 1-3-1. Take a serve.
Another unforced error off the Farias paddle and gives Yates a second serve at 1-3-2.
Dave, this is the best I've seen Kyle play in quite some time. I'm excited to see
He
him.
looks really sharp to me. He's moving well. He's always had great hands. He's always been a terrific athlete.
Continue to watch Rob Cassidy's style there as he's playing defense. He gets down necessarily on his knees, ready to defend those blocks, defend those shots.
4-1-1.
that defense.
Look at the D by Cassidy. Wow.
Cassidy
and he is
deserves that
puffed
point.
up.
Five 5-1 now in favor of Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery.
Hold on. Can you guys just, yeah, thank you. 5-1-1.
Another great play there right by Rob Cassidy. Much needed side out there for Joey and Kyle.
1-6-1. Second serve. 1-6-2.
Much needed point there. Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery looking like they can see if they can regroup and keep the momentum they had with their lead. We'll be right back after a quick hydration break brought to you by Jigsaw Health.
So, how has everyone been coping?
Well, been playing a ton of Scrabble.
Netflix. Lots of Netflix.
I just sit and stare out the window.
Don't you already do that anyways?
Guys, that's what we're here for, to help support each other. Injuries can happen anytime when you give it 100%. But don't worry, you'll all get back on the pickleball court soon.
Whatever. What's your injury?
Oh, I'm not injured. I'm just here for the donuts.
All right, welcome back to the Takeya Showcase. Right back into it. Kyle Yates, Joey Farias, seeing if they can come back up against Rob Nunnery, Rob Cassidy. The Robs took game one, 4-6 here in game two. Joey and Kyle obviously going back to the more patient dinking game here in game two. Nobody wanting to make a move yet. Dave, I don't know what the longest we've ever seen a dink is, but that was pretty close to it.
You know, these matches are so much more enjoyable when all four players are playing so well. And from the opening tip in this game, all four players are playing well, and it's creating Great points, great drama. Terrific return there by Yates.
Yeah,
He just hit an out ball.
Rob Cassidy with a great play there, but Rob ran into the back wall again. He actually broke one of the signs yesterday running into the back wall. You can see on the stream there. So we'll need to talk to him.
He's been known to do that.
I actually think he did break the From with Pickleball sign back there.
He's a pretty active guy.
So we'll need to talk to him about breaking the signage on center court.
If he wins any prize money, it's going to come off of his.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow. What a drop by Cassidy.
Yeah, you hear the ooh.
Good
from
talking
the crowd.
there by
Very
Yates,
close.
letting Farias know. That's going out. Don't you dare touch that. Really good setup there by Yates and a great forehand finish.
Yates and Joey are actually
Farias.
talking a lot more here in game 2. They weren't talking much in game 1.
Yeah, I noticed that. They're making a comeback here in game 2. They're at
They have to.
5-7-1.
Lost game 1.
They got it to 6-7. Second serve.
Not a huge surprise, but just got word that Ben Johns and Matt Wright actually won their first match of the day, 11-2, 11-1. So they're going to be moving on to the
Nunnery just
quarterfinals.
could not get out of the way of that last forehand by Farias. So we got a tie ball game here in game 2. Takeya showcase. Let's see if Farias can work his way in.
Great exchange there between Kyle and Rob Cassidy. Rob Cassidy getting the best out of that one.
Let's go, Rob.
Get over here, Kyle here. Looks like he wants to slow him down a little bit.
7-7-1.
And it works.
Yeah, you know, with all 4 of these players that are such great counterpunchers, you really have to have a lot of patience and discipline on what ball to attack and when to stay patient and keep dinking, because all of these guys are great counterpunchers. That time he
Rob's
went down a
laying
little bit
down.
early.
Yeah, Rob was laying down on his side there and actually returned it.
Did you see a pillow over there or something? Because he was all the way down there.
Oh, Kyle
that
nearly
just
stealing one.
sails on. Yates couldn't quite catch up to that backhand volley, but they still have a second serve at it. 7-7-2.
This is about the point where in game 1 where Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery pulled away. So we'll see if Joey and Kyle can hold on.
Really good ball there into the Yates forehand side of his body, and that's what we were talking about earlier. When you see your opponent sit strong backhand, drive it to their forehand side. No reason to be afraid of someone's forehand when they're sitting strong backhand. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. What a
Counterpunch,
terrific
right?
counterpunch by Joey Farias, sitting on that two-handed backhand and just rips
Keeps
it down
all
the
square at
middle.
7.
And then gives us a nice look in the booth here. Yeah, Joey, we saw
Yeah,
that.
he heard us.
Nice dig there by Kyle. See They'll stay patient until they get one in the kitchen, and then they'll move in. There's Joey.
Let's go!
Oh, and he misses the easier one out of all of those.
Again, giving us a look after that shot.
Yeah. 7-7-2. The ball is on Yates' paddle, looking for the lead here in game 2.
Gets it. Must have game 2 here for Kyle Yates and Joey Farias.
Yates almost digs that out. So that'll give Nunnery and Cassidy a side out at 7-8 here in game 2 after taking game 1, looking to close out this match and advance into the 3rd round here on Men's Pro Doubles Day at the Takeya Showcase.
The women here are actually set to tee off here in about 40 minutes.
Oh, I couldn't tell if that hit Cassidy's.
I think it got his wrist.
Great hand there
Joey
by
getting the point
Farias.
either way. Another score update for you, Dave. AJ Kohler and DJ Young won, so you called that one as well. 2 for 2 so far for Dave. They'll face off against Ben Johns and Matt Wright.
And look for that to be a very competitive match. We might even see that on center court. Oh, what a dig by Yates. And he gets it in the kitchen. Oh, but Farias hangs that backhand up too high to the Nunnery backhand. And that's a recipe for disaster. Nunnery, I think, a better attacker on his backhand side than he is his forehand side. Yeah, really good Ernie move there by Cassidy. He's gotten to be so good at that. Oh, and that's going to sail long. And credit to Rob Cassidy for getting out of the way of that ball. Sometimes, Bryce, that's the toughest thing in pickleball is to get out of the way of the hard drive coming right at your body.
Well, I think Nunnery was out, although Joey Farias couldn't get out of the way, so he had to drive it back.
Yep. Oh, that almost catches Cassidy's ear. Cassidy heard that as it went by his ear. Eight, 9-1. Yates goes for the deep spinner.
Splitting right down the middle again.
Yeah, that's a ball that Farias has got to drive that forehand. That's his shot. I don't know if he thought it was going out, Bryce, but he really laid off of that, and that was just a frustrated swing there by Joey Farias. And a very
lead us to a timeout.
smart,
Much needed hydration break.
Timeout, yep, hydration
break.
break.
Quick break brought to our friends. That's
Jigsaw Health.
Yeah, that's right.
Bottle can take the heat.
We are back with you live. Dave Weinbach, Bryce Morgan from the PPA, proud to bring you this live action all week long from the Takeya Showcase, one of our Tier 1 tournaments here on the Professional Pickleball Association's international tour, Bryce. Where are we going later this year where we're going to cross the border?
Well, actually, Dave, I think the Toronto one had to get moved. I think that's correct, but Toronto's still on the schedule, so we'll see what happens there. But we are going to go to Toronto, and there's, maybe some talk of other countries as well.
I can tell you, I've talked to some of the Canadians, and they're so excited that we're coming at some point.
Up at the Viva Center in Toronto, so it's a beautiful, beautiful facility. Hoping that one can happen soon. Obviously, COVID's still taking a little bit of toll on some of our scheduling.
10-8-1.
Okay, let me recall that. 10-8-1.
Couple of match points here.
Nice shot, Kyle.
Great backhand angle by Yates. Moving Nunnery, and he just couldn't catch up to it.
10-8-2, this could be it. Match point.
Another chance here.
Oh, Rob would have been, that would have been an incredible shot.
Two great forehand drives there by Farias, putting a lot of pressure on Cassidy. So Yates and Farias get the ball back at 8-10-1. Got to make a move right here, Bryce. They're down 8-10 and down a game.
Need at least 2 here. And by 2, 1 doesn't do you much.
That's one of Yates' favorite shot, is that forehand drive down the line. And Nunnery anticipating that and was ready with that backhand volley. Look at the hands. Wow.
Incredible shots there. About 4 in a row by Rob Cassidy finally. Kyle Yates was done with it and just put it away.
What a great point with a spectacular forehand angled put away by the South Florida special.
Is there anybody that spends as much time on the court as Rob Cassidy? I mean, he's
on the
laying
men's
down.
side, no.
I mean, look at his knees here. He's nearly bleeding out, though. Well, we're going to take a quick hydration break. Incredible game, too. We'll be right back after this break brought to us by...
In pickleball, the last thing I want to think about when I'm playing is cramping or if you're able to perform 100%. Last US Open, I was playing singles and I was feeling like my right calf was getting like really stiff. And I was just like, okay, how can I help my body to perform better? When I start taking Jigsaw products, I'm going to have energy, I'm going to have good endurance, and I don't have to worry about me being tired or I'm going to cramp, so I can just play 100%. You only have one body, so you need to take care of it.
We are back with you live here at the conclusion of Game 2 here in the second round match on Men's Pro Doubles Day. Cassidy, Nunnery taking Game 1. Farias and Yates trying to come back after being down early here in Game 2. It is 9-10-2.
Must have here for Kyle and Joey.
Oh, and a very unlucky net court. Unlucky if you're Yates Farias. Very fortunate if you're Cassidy.
Yeah,
Nunnery.
Rob and Rob will take that.
So they got the ball back, Bryce, serving at 10-9-1. They're going to have a couple of match points here. Oh, and a return sails long.
Slightly long.
You hate to see such a great match end with an unforced error like that, but a lot of credit to Nunnery and Cassidy for taking a really tough matchup and taking it in 2 games.
Great way to start. Great way to start the day. Rob thanking the crowd for getting into it. And we'll be right back with our next match.
Go again, until you strike just right, until the ball sings, until the other guy blinks, until the court's clear, and the sun sets, until you see it in your sleep, and wake up swinging. Go again. until you can't miss, until you can't lose. Go again and again.
I know how good I am and how hard I've been working to get better. I've got the medals to prove it.
But my rating doesn't show how good I am. I'm so frustrated I can't find someone who will play with me when I play out of state.
I just won a gold medal at 4-5, but my rating still says I can play 3-5. The Duper rating system uses how close a match was
and how many points are scored, and they're open to adapting to how the game is changing.
Playing at the right competitive level keeps matches fair and fun for me and for pickleball. It's time to make every match count.
More bad news today out of Washington, as if the year hadn't given us enough already.
The world will get back on its feet. We'll help you stay on yours. Make an appointment at footsolutions.com.
Electric feel is in my bones, in my bones, in my bones. Make me color, make me glow, make me glow, make me glow. Shine like diamonds, bright as gold, bright as gold, bright as gold. Let those good vibrations.
That's a great point by Tyson Gumpin.
I got that glow. I got that glow.
I host a show in the kitchen.
I share my workouts in the kitchen.
I roll one sleeve up in the kitchen.
I stream in the kitchen.
I can't cook, but I'm in this kitchen.
I gave my paddle away in the kitchen.
I help keep you fit in the kitchen.
We're all family in the kitchen.
Let's go!
Welcome back to the Takeya Showcase. We have our next matchup, ladies and gentlemen. We have Ben Johns and Matt Wright going up against AJ Kohler and DJ Young. Dave, this is going to be an incredibly exciting match. You called this one.
You know, Bryce, when you and I looked at the bracket early this morning, we were looking at this possibility of this matchup here in the quarterfinals. And, of course, on paper, you look at Ben Johns and Matt Wright, easily the number 1 seed coming into this matchup. You got the number 1 and 2 best players in the world teaming up. So on paper, you'd think this would be a slam dunk for them. But I said to you off the air early on, watch out for a couple of teams today that are going to surprise people. And this is one of the teams.
AJ and DJ.
I think AJ Kohler and DJ Young have the potential to really give Ben Johns and Matt Wright all they can handle in this matchup. I was just talking to them as they were warming up for the match, and this is their first time playing together officially in a tournament. But AJ is being funny saying, yeah, but I own him when I play against him. AJ saying about DJ. But these guys are really good friends. They play a lot of rec games together, both with each other as partners and against each other. And they get along real well. They communicate really well. And they're two of our up-and-coming stars on our professional tour.
Because it's a new look for Ben and Matt, right? They may not know what's coming.
It is. Ben and Matt obviously have played DJ and Callan Dawson a lot together, and they've played AJ Kohler before when AJ's played with Dylan Frazier or some other partners. But they've never played them together because this is their first time, AJ and DJ playing together. But I look for them to be super competitive in this particular match. You know, AJ and DJ are both very dangerous players. If they bring their A game to this matchup, it wouldn't shock me at all if this went 3 games, Bryce.
I think the crowd would love to see that. Yesterday we saw incredible matches in the semifinals, and this is our first one here today. Actually, quarterfinals, sorry. So this is our first quarterfinal, and yeah, I think the crowd's ready for it.
AJ and DJ just this year recently gone to the Ben Johns Franklin Paddle. So interesting. They really have. They've told me they like not only the touch of it, but they really like the power that it can generate on those punch volleys and their drives. So theirs is not weighted, I think, as heavily as Ben's. And of course, Matt Wright, sponsored by Onyx, using the Onyx Premier paddle, and he weighs up his paddle as well, I think, to get it a little over 8.2, 8.3 ounces. So I'm real excited to see this matchup here at the Takeya Showcase in gorgeous Newport Beach, California.
Oh, I'm pretty excited here. It's going to be hard to commentate. I just want to watch.
We've had just terrific weather all week long. You know, there's a reason that people want to live out here, Bryce. Every day, the low is 64 and the high is 77. It doesn't matter if you're here on January 10th or December 5th or April 5th or in
Makes it a
August.
great location for pickleball tournaments.
Oh, it's fantastic. And the players just loving it here. And it was just a short couple of months ago, we were just down south of here at the incredible Lifetime Fitness in San Clemente, which was arguably the best venue that we've been to here on the PPA Tour.
It was incredible. Great championship court, beautiful facility, recently redone, crowd favorite, pro player favorite for sure. 2 big tournaments, half an hour away from each other.
All the players with very, very positive feedback this week at such a spectacular event here. And, of course, a lot of people saying that San Clemente was one of their favorite places they've ever played pickleball. I mean, you can actually see the beach and see the ocean from the venue, and that was really cool.
It's up on the hillside there, and just look down. Big, big turnout from the crowd there.
Yeah, folks, if you get a chance to get to the San Clemente PPA tournament this year or the Takeya Showcase in Newport Beach, put these on your calendar right now for next year. These are tournaments you do not want to miss. Not only playing, but you can watch the best players in the world compete on a big stage. You know, recently, Bryce, the PPA has made an announcement regarding our future television broadcast. Can you talk about what's going on and where the viewers can find the best players in the world going forward here on the PPA Tour?
So there were great conversations with Fox Sports, who's a new big TV partner for us. Initially, we were talking about showing 5 different tournaments, and that conversation has ballooned now. There's actually 12, Dave. 12 tournaments next year will be on Fox Sports. So we'll have a Championship Sunday format, and that Sunday will be broadcast live on Fox Sports. So we're really excited. That'll be a mix between FS1, FS2, or hopefully Fox Sports itself. But yeah, great partner to have, great visibility for the sport. More importantly, we want to bring the visibility to those players. That's super exciting, and the fans want to watch them.
You know, as a player, I can tell you, it's just so exciting to see where our sport has come. You know, not only do we have a professional tour, but now we have national television. Many, many tournaments a year. And as we get ready for this match to start, Bryce, where can the viewers find the PPA Tour over the next month or two? Can you tell the viewers where our next stops are going to be?
Oh, absolutely. If you're not getting your pickleball fix this weekend, we'll be in Rocky Mountain. The Rocky Mountains next week for the Rocky
Gates
Mountain
Tennis Center in
That's
Denver.
Right, Rocky Mountain Championships. So that'll be pretty exciting. Shortly after that, Orlando, Las Vegas, Texas, back to Vegas, and then finally Palm Springs. So here we go, getting started. Game 1 here in this match.
1-0-2.
Early on, looks like Ben and Matt are targeting DJ Young and see how he responds early on. What a great serve there by Kohler. Deep in the corner. You're not going to win a lot of firefights with Ben Johns. I would recommend to not speed the ball up to that man unless you get the ball down. AJ and DJ are laughing. They heard that.
Good sports.
All right, we're going to get the volume a little lower. We get excited over here, Bryce. You know, my rule when I play Ben is you can speed the ball up to him, but you better get the ball down or you're going to pay a very steep price. Because Ben has the best hands in the game in terms of a combination of speed and power. And quite frankly, the guy he's playing with has the second best combination in the game of hand speed and power, and that's Matt Wright.
Ben just lighting that in.
A quick 3-0-1 lead here in game 1. So an obvious strategy that Wright and Johns are trying is to drive those third shots at DJ Young and make him have to hit a tough volley. DJ feeling a little pressure here because he's getting targeted. And smart timeout. We're going to take a hydration break brought to you by Jigsaw Health.
Be right back.
Bottle can take the heat.
Let me hear it. What? Orange, no. Somewhere away from here, like super far away.
We are back with you live here from the Takeya Showcase. This is Dave the Badger Weinbach along with Bryce Morgan here in Newport Beach. We are in the early stages here of Game 1, where our #1 seeds, Matt Wright and Ben Johns, are taking on the upstart future stars of the game, AJ Kohler and DJ Young. And Matt and Ben coming out hot here, Bryce.
Yeah, wasting no time.
5-0-2. And we're seeing a lot of pace brought to DJ.
Oh.
That's just an unbelievable forehand down the line. I mean, Matt Wright unleashing on 3 terrific forehand drives. What can you do there?
Matt played great yesterday as well.
Yeah, great Ernie move there by AJ. So they're down 0-6 here in Game 1.
Little momentum there.
I think part of Matt and Ben's strategy is they're looking to speed the ball up because they feel that they have the best hands in the game, and they have a huge advantage if the ball gets sped up, what you're seeing here right now. So I look for them to be the initiators all day.
Great lob by DJ.
As it goes over his head, Wright says, I can't get it. I can't get it, Ben. Yours. That's the thing about playing Matt and Ben. They have the best hands in the world, but they're also 2 of the best dinkers, maybe the 2 best dinkers we have on the tour. So if you're playing against them and trying to devise a strategy,
gotta get creative.
You got to get really creative. You got to hit winning topspin lobs over Matt Wright's head, which you better be careful of because Matt Wright has the best overhead in all of pickleball. Really good counter punch there by DJ Young, sitting on that backhand, ready for that drive by Johns.
AJ and DJ have a little bit of momentum right now.
You know, I think DJ Young needs to get more punch on that first volley. He's not getting enough on that first punch volley. Let's see if he can get a little bit more power and a little more depth on that to put more pressure on the Johns and Wright tandem. This is the part of AJ Kohler's game that he has gotten to be incredible at. His backhand cross-court dink is money. I mean, he just hardly ever misses it.
Kind of looks like Ben's.
I can think of really worse guys to pat on their games after. Great hands there by DJ. Terrific point. Making their move at 3-6. Still on first serve here.
Taking that one right out of the air.
Yeah, Young very upset with himself that that dink floated about 2 balls too high. If you do that to Ben Johns, you're done. Yeah, you know, AJ at first thought that ball was going to be high enough to attack, and it got 2 balls below the net and made it unattackable. See, that's what I mean. DJ's got to do more with that ball. I think Matt Wright actually teamed up with DJ Young in that San Clemente tournament, that Lifetime Fitness, that was not a very successful partnership. Yeah.
DJ playing really well here.
Really good hands there by AJ.
7-3-2.
That gets him to 7-3-2.
Been a little long there.
Again, trying to put a lot of pressure on the DJ Young volley. So let's see if DJ can make that adjustment and try to get a little bit more pop, a little bit more power and depth on that first volley. Because I think you're going to see that trend continue of that third shot drive to him.
I think DJ's listening to you. He got a lot more pop on that one.
Yeah, we're pretty close to courtside, and I think these guys can hear us, and that's why they were laughing at some of the comments earlier, having a little joke with us in here in the booth here, Bryce.
Second server.
So they got a second serve at this. They're in this game at 4-7-2.
AJ really placing that ball well.
Kohler did a great job of closing quickly to that kitchen line, and that gave him a chance to get the ball on a descending track. Just got word that Spencer Smith and Tyler Loon did beat their last match, so now they're going to take on Barr and Stone, which I think is going to be a real competitive battle.
We'll let you know as soon as we know what match is coming up next. The women are actually about to be underway here.
She saw it. It was good, guys. She called it. It's mine.
Point.
8-5-2.
8-5-2.
Looked to me like it was in, Bryce.
I won't add to the controversy because I think it was out.
That gets him to 9-5-2. 2 points away here from taking game one.
Ben right on that sideline.
See how patient Johns was back on that baseline? He waited till he had a good drop before he moved in. Folks, if you don't hit a good drop, don't chase the garbage, is the phrase I use. If it's a garbage drop that's very attackable, stay back until you drop a good one, then come in with your partner.
5-10-1.
One more chance here for AJ and DJ. Don't want to give the ball back.
So let's see if they can drop one in the kitchen and move in. See, I think DJ should have gone in there. And now he's at a huge disadvantage.
He had the chance.
Yeah, once you get a good drop, you got to close to the line, and he didn't in that situation, and it cost them. There's a really good finish there by DJ, but more importantly was the setup shot that created that high forehand. 6-10-2. Man, what terrific hands there by AJ Kohler. I mean, he saved 3 shots there. Yeah, it's really hard to beat Matt Wright in that type of game.
Game point here.
See, there's an example of that volley that he's just not getting enough on.
Now we'll do it. Game one goes to Ben Johns and Matt Wright. So we'll be right back. Great game one. We'll be right back. We'll be right back with game two right after this break.
The pickleball community is growing rapidly and evolving. Duper brings accuracy, transparency, and adaptability to the sport. Fair and competitive play is a better experience for everyone. This is our pickleball community. And now Duper will make every match count.
More bad news today out of Washington, as if the year hadn't given us enough already.
The world will get back on its feet. We'll help you stay on yours. Make an appointment at footsolutions.com.
We are back with you live here at the Takeya Showcase in gorgeous Newport Beach, California, along with Bryce Morgan. This is Dave, the Badger Weinbach. So proud to bring you the best professional players in the world here. We have #1 in the world, Ben Johns, teaming up with #2 in the world, Matt Wright, taking on the upstart young future superstars, in my opinion, AJ Kohler and DJ Young, teaming up for the first time here at the Takeya Showcase, Bryce. And boy, did we see Matt Wright and Ben Johns bring it to them hard
They did.
in
Wasted no
game
time.
1.
It's fun to see this duo again.
1-0-1.
That's what I'm talking about. That time, DJ got a little bit more on that first backhand volley. Got the ball down to John's backhand,
1-0-2.
made him lift the ball, and then DJ could put away the next one.
Side out.
Let's see if DJ and AJ make that adjustment here in game 2 and get a little bit more pop on that first volley. Oh, Matt goes for the Ernie, and he could barely catch up to it. And by the time he hit it, the ball was way below the net.
1-1-1.
And that forced that net error.
A little better start here for AJ and DJ.
DJ's not getting enough on that ball.
Point.
AJ finishing it there.
All right, they got an early lead here in game 2, 2-1-1.
Great recovery.
Ben could have done more with that. Yeah, that ball correctly called wide. So that gets him to a 3-1 lead here in game 2.
3-1-1.
Looking to take game 2, Bryce, and force a deciding game 3. Oh, great return there by Wright.
Hit pretty hard into the crowd on that one.
Boy, Matt doing a great job of fighting that ball off that was coming into his body.
3-1-2.
Start here for AJ and DJ.
AJ hung that up high.
2 in a row.
You just can't give Wright and Johns any attackable shots. They're both so good off their forehand and their backhand sides.
AJ with a perfectly placed
Matt
shot.
close
there.
to the kitchen line, and he thought Ben was too, but Ben stayed back, and it created a little space there for that ball to sneak through the middle.
3, 2.
We better be quiet or Matt's going to start giving us a look.
See, that's what I mean. I think DJ's got to do a little bit more with that ball. I mean, it's easier said than done. Ben's getting a lot on those drives.
Point.
And that overhead skims the edge of DJ's paddle and then right into his face. I think he's okay, though.
That lob didn't work as well as the one in game 1.
2, 3, 2.
2, 3, 2.
Side out. 3, 2, 1. Sorry. Hold on.
You have 4.
This is
4. They don't have 4.
They don't have 4.
We are here at the Takeya Showcase along with Bryce Morgan. This is Dave Weinbach, bringing you this live action here all day long.
3, 3, 2.
Folks that are watching this on our Facebook page live, please click that share button so many more people can appreciate this live action.
Well, this stream is fun, Dave, because people can watch a little bit of the quarterfinals before we actually get to the true broadcast later this afternoon, which I'm sure you'll be a part of as well. This stream really is just to kind of give the fans the ability to watch the entire draw. So we're watching here number 1 seed Ben Johnson, Matt Wright, going up against AJ Young and AJ Kohler and DJ Young. Names get confusing here a little bit.
4, 3, 2.
The
4,
team
3,
you
2.
pegged that kind of is upstart might have a chance for a little upset.
Point.
Again, hard to win that against Ben.
Receiving team scores 5.
That they'll talk it over. We'll take it over as well with a quick hydration break brought to you by Jigsaw Health.
Lucky socks, lucky hat, lucky clock.
Dude, did you really have to bring all that with you?
Lucy, pregame rituals are very important. I'm sure you have some too.
Well, I have the most important one right here.
Yeah, obviously. Almost forgot. My lucky hairbrush. Old, reliable.
Welcome back to the Takeya Showcase. Again, after that quick hydration break brought to us by Jigsaw Health, AJ Kohler and DJ Young looking to kind of stop the momentum that Ben Johns and Matt Wright have. Number 1 seed is going to be awfully hard to beat here in the quarterfinals of the men's double draw. Today we have the men's double draw and the women's double draw. Really excited to see some incredible matchups. Yesterday we saw some really good mixed doubles matchups, and today we'll actually we'll end the day with the mixed doubles gold. So first gold here of the Takeya Showcase. Dave, super excited what's in store. Also some senior matches going on over there in our second stream to catch pickleball all day long if you want.
Yeah, senior mix today. I'm looking forward to playing with Chris Anderson, the hometown girl. We got a lot of the top seniors in the world here this week, so we had a really competitive day yesterday in men's, senior women and senior men, and today is senior mix. But let's get back to this live action here. Thank you. 5-3-2, looking to take game 2 here, are Matt and Ben, and close this match out. And what a terrific Ernie there by AJ Kohler, which enabled him to generate an unbelievable angle off that backhand.
Ben laughing about it. You're not going to get that pipe up past Matt.
Three, 5-2. That's unbelievable. AJ thought he had that point won.
Hard to play that angle.
Well, Kohler's dink was about a ball too high, and that's all it takes for Ben to really lean in there and attack that forehand side. That gets him the ball back at 5-3-1. And there's the trend that we've seen from Matt and Ben so far in this match is they want to drive that third shot and force Kohler and Young to have to hit a tough volley. AJ hit an out ball there.
He knows it.
He tried to pull the paddle back, and he just couldn't get out of the way in time. That's actually a skill that you have to learn at pickleball is to let the out balls go out.
AJ not missing that one.
7-3-2. 4 points away from capturing this match and advancing into the semifinals here. I don't think I've ever seen Matt Wright do that.
Kind of push Ben out of the way there.
Come across the court to his backhand and take the ball away from Ben Johns. Ben looked a little astonished myself. And that return is going to sail just long to give Ben and Matt a freebie there. And that gets them to 9-3-2. They are rolling here in game 2. I don't think I've ever seen anybody run in front of Ben Johns and steal a shot from him. It usually works the other way.
Yeah.
Ben is going in front of his partner.
You know, outside of that shot, Matt's played really, really well this week here at Takeya Showcase.
I think Matt really enjoys playing with Ben, and not just because Ben's the best player in the world, but because he gets to play. And what I mean by that is the opponents hit him a lot more balls than they hit Matt. And if Matt was playing with any other partner, whether it's men's doubles or mixed doubles, he gets isolated out, and then it's hard to get a rhythm when you get one shot out of every 20. So he really enjoys this. That's a rare unforced error there by Johns. Trying to make a little run here, our DJ and AJ. They're at 5-9-2. Give Ben a huge advantage in a backcourt, cross-court battle with him and DJ Young.
That's 2 in a row there by Ben.
Yeah, 2 backhand dink unforced errors in a row. Honestly, I just think that's a lapse of focus and concentration. Great attack ball by Ben there, going at Kohler's forehand side when he saw him sitting on his backhand.
Oh,
great shot.
Incredible shot there by DJ. Patience, right?
Boy, it looked like he waited till 2022 to hit that shot.
Ben finishing it right there. Game over. That's it. That's it, folks, in this match. Ben Johns, Matt Wright getting the victory, moving on to the semis. Congratulations to AJ and DJ for a great match played. and they'll head to the loser's draw and try and come back up to the bronze medal match. Coming up next, we have Spencer Smith and Tyler Lewin going up against Steve Deacon and Colin Johns. That's going to be quite the match.
No,
Liz.
it's actually Loon Smith are taking on Adam Stone and Dekel Barr.
That's correct.
In the next match. And another match that's going on one of the side courts here in a little bit is I'm going to be watching the score on this one, Bryce. Newman and McGuffin, our number 2 seed, will be taking on Nunnery and Cassidy, who we watched earlier take down Farias and Yates. So that's going to be going on one of the side courts. But coming up next, folks, it's Spencer Smith and Tyler Loon, the Utah tandem, taking on Adam Stone and Dekel Barr. Folks, we'll be right back with you.
I host a show in the kitchen.
I share my workouts in the kitchen.
I roll one sleeve up in the kitchen.
I stream in the kitchen.
I can't cook, but I'm in this kitchen.
I gave my paddle away in the kitchen.
I help keep you fit in the kitchen.
We're all family in the kitchen.
Let's go!
Frometh Pickleball is your new one-stop pickleball shop. The best selection of pickleball gear is in stock and ready to ship from our warehouse. Shop the top brands like Selkirk, Paddletech, Onyx, and Vulcan, as well as the new Fila Pickleball collection of footwear and apparel. Visit us online today at fromethpickleball.com, the official store of the Pro Pickleball Association, an exclusive shop for PPA merchandise.
One thing I really noticed before I came on to Gearbox, other paddles change over time. They start to slowly deteriorate, and at about that 3 or 4 month mark, just kind of felt dead. And then I would switch to a new paddle, and it was kind of too fast, because then it had to degrade to get into that sweet spot again. I've been using the GX5 for just about a year now, Same paddle that I picked up the first time I hit it, haven't switched paddles, and it feels exactly the same a year later, and that's huge.
Hello, pickleball friends. We are back with you live at the Takeya Showcase here at the Newport Racket Club in beautiful Newport Beach, California. We are like half a mile away from the gorgeous beaches of Newport Beach, and we got another terrific matchup coming your way. We got the Utah tandem of Tyler Lung and Spencer Smith taking on the Texan Adam Stone, partnering up with the Israeli monster Dekel Bar, a team that we see quite a bit play together. And in talking to the players before the match, these teams have played each other twice, and they have split 1-1. And their last matchup was in Tampa, Florida, and Stone and Bar took that one. So look for a very exciting competitive match here in this matchup. A berth into the semifinals is at stake. Another matchup we have going on right now is the second seed. Riley Newman and Tyson McGuffin are taking on Rob Cassidy and Rob Nunnery. And the winner of that match will advance to take on the winner of this match, which hopefully we will be bringing you live on center court later. We also have a really nice match going on right now with Jay DeVilliers and Pat Smith, the Wichita, Kansas combo, taking on Austin Gridley and Mario Barrentos, two of the Utah guys from the Salt Lake City area, who I think are sleepers in this particular draw. So I look for them to give Jay and Pat a really competitive match. And the winner of that will advance to take on Colin Johns and Steve Deacon. So I'm really looking forward to that one as well. Players are all warmed up. We are about to get started here in Game 1. A special shout-out this week to all of the 100 volunteers here in Newport Beach that have really made it possible to run this tournament, the Takeya Showcase, as well as Don Stanley and his whole team of referees. And going to give Don Stanley the thumbs up here because we are ready to go here on this live stream. Thanks for joining us today. Loong choosing to serve first. And folks, that's about what you're going to see in this match. Tremendous athleticism, great hands, incredible defense, which all lead to dramatic points. Oh, what a get there by Loong. After Smith kind of hung that dink up a little high, Deckel with a terrific attack shot, and Loong fights it off. And that forehand volley from Spencer Smith is going to just sail long. And that gets the first point on the board at 1-0-2. Yeah, terrific drive there by Stone, and Loong just not doing enough with that first volley. And Deckel Bar easily able to put that ball away with his forehand. And a terrific forehand drive down the middle. Comes down. And Loong gets the ball back here. Stone so good at that 1-2 punch where he speeds the ball up with his forehand, then sits on his backhand for the second one and puts that away. Adam Stone with one of the best backhands we have in the entire game of pickleball. And right on cue, Adam Stone demonstrating that incredible backhand. I think if Loong and Smith are going to attack Stone, they ought to go to the forehand side of his body because he sits backhand, and I really think his backhand drive is better than his forehand drive. So let's see if Smith and Loong recognize that and make that adjustment.
Hopefully they can hear us. It's a quick 3-0 lead.
Dave Weinbach, Bryce Morgan, bringing you this live action here from the Takeya Showcase on the road to the PPA Championships in Las Vegas, Nevada at the awesome Darling Tennis Center.
That was a fun tournament
in October.
last year. It'll be even more fun this year.
You know, and after the PPA Championships this year, Bryce, in Vegas, we're going to the desert, Palm Desert, at a venue that I want you to tell the viewers about because you've had a chance to scout it.
Oh, that's right. Palm Springs. We're heading out to Palm Springs, going to La Quinta Inn and Resort. It's a beautiful, beautiful facility. Really excited. We have a partnering as well in that tournament with Randall Emmett and Lala Kent. They're actually bringing a bonus for the amateurs to win as well. So the amateurs will be playing for a $12K purse.
That's
which
awesome.
Is pretty exciting. Randall Emmett obviously is a film director, and he's going to be bringing some celebrities, purportedly as well to the tournament. So we're excited to see about that.
Nice backhand punch volley there by Stone, getting that ball deep in the court with a little power. An attempted Ernie by Loong, who is the best Ernie maybe in all of professional pickleball. I'd say he and Ben Johns probably have the best Ernies in the game. I'd say Deckel Bar is right there too.
Deckel's just so long.
One of the keys on the Ernies is not to show early. What I mean by that is don't move too early because then your opponent sees that movement and they'll go away from you. And that's what makes, some of these guys so good at it is it's hard to read it. Deco calling switch there.
Side out. 0-6-1.
Dekel and Adam really playing well early.
Terrific forehand drive down the line to the Lung backhand. You know, 2 points before that, Dekel drove it to Lung's forehand. So I really like how he's switching it up.
Side out.
All right, side out to Stone and Bar.
6-0-1.
Very quick start here at 6-0-1. Bar and Stone coming out on fire. And right on cue,
Second serve.
Lung with the Ernie. And, you know, Lung being lefty, Bryce, he's always on the right side of the court. So when he makes the Ernie, it's always a forehand for him. And the reason that's so important is it gives him more reach. Lung's become a very good dinker in this game. You know, early on in his career, that was his weak spot, especially on his backhand side. And to his credit, he has worked really hard on his soft game. And become one of our top players in the game. Spencer Smith has also really improved his doubles. I'd still say Spencer is a better singles player than a doubles player right now.
He actually beat Tyler in singles on Thursday.
Yeah, yeah. And he was telling me how they train a lot together back home and play a lot of singles against each other, both games, and they do a lot of singles drills. And Spencer loves singles. You know, most of these collegiate tennis players, like Spencer and Tyler, they love singles because it's an easier transition because singles in pickleball translates well for singles in tennis because the key shots are the serve, the return, the passing shots, and the volleys. It takes these guys a little bit longer to figure out the doubles game because in the doubles game, you got to learn the third shot drop, you got to learn the dinking, and that takes a little bit longer.
Who's covering what?
6-1-1.
We're at 6-1-1 here in game one. This, of course, is a best 2 out of 3 games to 11. Look at the defense here.
Point. Seven, 1-1.
That gets him to 7-1-1 here in game one.
Dekel and Adam really seem like they're in control of this match early, so we'll see
Yeah.
what Spencer and Tyler do.
I think Adam and Dekel, the number 3 seed in this bracket coming into today. And that's a really good drive by Dekel there, putting a lot
He
of
hits
pressure.
that ball very hard.
Yeah, and there's a lot of topspin, so by the time the guy hits the volley, oftentimes it's below the net.
Point. 9-1-2.
9-1-2. They're 2 points away from taking game one here.
Point.
And Loom just gave Stone way too much room along that line for an easy forehand down the line winner.
Side out.
Much needed side out there by Tyler and Spencer.
1-10-1. Point. Two, 10-1. Second serve.
Great drive there by Dekel Bar, getting that ball down to the Smith forehand. You know, Smith, a backhand dominant player, really prefers that ball on his backhand side at the kitchen line.
Side out.
But Stone and Bar in complete control here in game one, here on Men's Pro Doubles Day at the Takeya Showcase.
Yeah, I expect a little bit more out of Spencer and Tyler this morning, so we'll see what they have. See what kind of comeback they have in store.
Still game point.
Side out.
Hopefully Spencer and Tyler can build some momentum here. They're going to need it. Good eye by Spencer.
I don't think Dekel was trying to hit that ball in the court. I think he was going right at the Smith body, and Spencer doing a great job of recognizing that, getting out of the way early.
Oh, momentum.
Yeah, and a big shout out from Loon.
4-10-1.
Starting to build a little momentum here at 4-10-1.
Just wide.
Oh, and just misses it. You know, even if they lose this game, getting a few points now, Bryce, in this game, I think will really help their confidence and their momentum as they move into game two. So,
Have a better game plan moving into game two.
yeah, this is a really important part of this game here.
Side out.
Stone doing such a great job on those drives of getting the ball down on a descending blow. Stone,
his hand there.
yeah, Stone hit an out ball there. All right, still game point here at 10-4-2.
Cross court there by Tyler. Great shot. Gradering, that's his third one here in game one.
Wow.
Great shot by Spencer.
Incredible hands there.
Put a
Both
lot of
Loon
spin on that to bring that down.
and Smith there. Terrific point. And that gets him to 5.
That's
5-10-2.
straight. Closing the gap a little bit. Long way to go, though.
Side out.
Missed opportunity.
Boy, he wants that one back. He got a high forehand. I think Spencer was actually surprised that that ball was so high to his forehand. He actually relaxed a little bit at impact.
Great shot by Spencer. They keep riding that momentum, Dave.
10-5-2.
Wow.
Go with an incredible game.
What a way to end game one in dramatic fashion.
They needed it.
Spencer Smith hits an incredible around the post that never got 9 inches above the ground, and Dekel Bar not only digs it out, but digs it out for a winner to close out game one. And they'll take a break. We will also take a hydration break, brought to you by Jigsaw Health.
Greatness doesn't just come from anywhere. It's built over time, match to match. Duper is counting every match. It's measuring the moments and building greatness within the entire pickleball community. Working in conjunction with amateur and pro players will make Duper the go-to pickleball rating system. From rec play to tournaments, it's time to make every match count.
We are back live here at the Takeya Showcase in beautiful Newport Beach, California. Dave Weinbach along with Bryce Morgan bringing you this live action all day long. Pickleball friends, stay with us today. We have so much great live action to be bringing you. We are about to start game two here, where Spencer Smith and Tyler Loon will try to capture this game two and force a deciding game three here against Adam Stone and Dekel Bar, who came out in game one on fire, Bryce.
They really did, but I'd like to see something from Tyler and Spencer because they had a lot of momentum there at the end of game one. They were in a 3-0 streak there, so we'll see if they can continue that, get game two going here.
Time is in, 0-0-2.
All right, 0-0-2 to start game two. Stone serving to Loon. And Loon gives Stone an attackable forehand, and Adam puts that ball
1-0-2.
away for the first point.
Tyler getting a little too aggressive there.
Yes. 2-0-2.
2-0-2 here to start game two. Stone and Barr looking to close this match out here, capturing game two.
Point.
And that's another point, which gets them to 3-0, and they're on the second serve here.
3-0-2.
Stone's shirt already drenched in sweat after game one here.
Side out.
Good side out there. 3 straight points, though, for Stone and
Yeah, they really needed that there to
Stone and Barr.
try to get some, get the ball back and get a little momentum going on the Utah side of the court. Spencer Smith and Tyler Loon, both from that Provo, Salt Lake City area.
Which I am as well, so I get to see him quite a bit.
Both, I think, played their college tennis at BYU.
1-3-1.
Go Cougs. too
Loon
high.
hanging both of that third shot and that fifth shot drop. Loon hanging those a little bit too high. The apex on his third shot was about 3 or 4 feet too high, and then that makes the ball bounce too high and become attackable. On that third shot, Bryce, we try to have the apex of the ball, the highest point of the ball, right around the kitchen line area and 2 to 3 feet above the net. If you go more than 3 feet above the net on that apex, what happens is the ball bounces too high and it becomes attackable.
That's why that cross-court dinking is so much easier.
So good. Side out. Here we go, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1 here in game 2. And Barr going for the big serve. He's been really working on that serve. I noticed it watching him in singles the other day. He was going beast mode on the serve.
We need to get a radar gun out here and see who hits the ball the hardest. I think Deckel's right up there near the top.
What Deckel's so good at is not just the power. He's extremely accurate. He has terrific control over the ball, and he can really adjust his spins. So he likes to roll it with topspin, but you'll also see him slice a lot of his dinks like that.
Out. Come on.
Good eye there by Spencer.
Great attack ball by Spencer Smith, leaning in at that kitchen line with his backhand and taking time away from his opponent.
2, 4, 1.
2-4 better start here for Spencer and Tyler. Still down 2 though.
Point. 3, 4, 1. Second serve. 3, 4, 2. Point.
And there's another point there for Smith and Loong. So
They're keeping that momentum from game 1.
making a move here at 4-4-2.
All
here
squared
in
up.
game 2.
I think it took a minute for them to figure out what they wanted to do.
Yeah. Out. Do you see that, ref?
All is out.
We got 4? We do have 4 points?
Yes, sir.
I'm here. Okay.
4, 4, 1.
Out.
Oh, and a good move by Deckel. He just went for too much.
He jumped about 5 feet of court there.
Yeah, the shot was there. I really thought he was going to go down the middle with that.
4, 4, 2.
4-4-2.
Me.
Point.
Yeah, no words on that one.
I love
Great
how long
shot.
he waited to hit that.
It was maybe an inch above the ground.
5, 4, 2.
Terrific shot by the Israeli Deckel Barr.
Stay.
Good play there by Spencer.
Side out.
Ball flies into the crowd. Get a little chuckle out of that.
4, 5, 1.
4-5-1. Oh, great return by Deckel. That ball stayed down.
You.
Wow. Oh, great lead by Stone. Watching that ball go a foot wide.
4, 5, 2.
4-5-2.
Point.
Bryce Morgan, Dave Weinbach, so proud to bring you this live action here from the Takeya Showcase.
5,
We are
5, 2.
only on match number 3, Bryce, and we got a great day of a lot of live action
Side out.
coming your way. For folks that want to stay tuned all day, what are the different options the viewers have to catch the 2 different courts we have going today here at the Takeya Showcase?
That's correct. We have 2 different streams going. Right now you're watching championship court stream. Obviously there's a second stream over on an additional court, which you'll see men's and women's doubles matches on, as well as the senior mixed draw. About 1:30, this stream is going to cut. We're going to cut over to our broadcast, which will be on ESPN Plus, YouTube, and Facebook. So you can come right back to YouTube and watch if you want. That'll be our full broadcast truck, kicking off for the men's and women's semifinal matches, and finally ending at 5:30 with the mixed doubles.
Yeah! Come on, come on!
So this match will obviously help us decide who's going to be in those matches. Tyler and Spencer trying to hold on to that momentum here.
Wow, Smith, I just got word. Smith and de Villiers barely got by Austin Gridley and Mario
Barrientos. Yeah, Barrientos.
And you and I were talking about that matchup early on. I thought they would give them a test, and it was
they
11-9 in the third.
11-9, 9-11, 11-9.
Got some great new young talent here on the professional tour.
We'll see that name again.
Point.
Tyler not happy about that one, but Stone placing it perfectly.
So now Smith and de Villiers will advance to take on Colin Johns and Steve Deacon.
Yes. 6-5-2.
Dave, this is a long point. Spencer had enough, or Tyler had enough of it there.
Boy, Deckel actually hit a really good dink, and Loong, who we talked about earlier today, has maybe the best Ernie in all of pickleball, had a, what I call a stealth Ernie attack.
They needed that, down 1. Great shot by Spencer. You know, I really see Tyler and Spencer being a little more patient here, and I think it's paying off. Which actually leads to a timeout by Deckel and Adams. So we'll be right back after a hydration break brought to us by Jigsaw Health.
Thanks for calling Jigsaw Health. This is Ben. How can I help you? I'm sorry, she's not in today. I agree. She is an excellent pickleball player. I believe it's Jardim. No, I'm not sure how to pronounce it either. Yes, her picture is on the front of the bag. Okay, how many bags would you like to order? I'm not sure we have that many. Thanks for calling Jigsaw Health.
Happy to welcome all of our pickleball friends that are taking in this live action all over the country and all over the world. It's so cool, Bryce, that pickleball is not only the fastest growing sport in America, it is by far the fastest growing sport in the world. I get asked every place I go, whether it's a tournament or clinics or a pro exhibition, when is pickleball going to become an Olympic sport? And folks, it's going to be a little while, but it is going to happen eventually.
It's getting there.
But I don't think it's going to be in the next 5 to 8 years, folks.
No, it's got to grow a little more internationally first. We have a handful of international players here, though, today. including watching one right now, Dekel Bar. Dekel is from Israel. See how him and Adam do, if they can hold on to their lead here. Oh.
Wow, what a point. All 4 players displaying such terrific hands and athleticism. And that forehand drive is going to sail way long. A very good leave by Stone to let that ball go long.
Stone changed his shirt here. I wonder if he's looking to kind of...
Yeah, he needed to. And they get the ball back at 6-6-1. Oh, Smith hit an out ball. And Lug was not trying to hit that ball in the court. He was actually aiming at the bar body, which is a pretty big target to hit.
That was a great, great point there by Tyler. Much needed.
And a big celebration as well.
Dave, you get the tide a little bit you get the feeling that the tide is shifting a little bit. Stone and Barr, though, are good players. They're not going to go away easy.
Smith held that ball up about 2 balls too high and gave Stone a real easy forehand put-away shot.
7-6-2. Side out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just got word of our next match that we'll be showing. Fan favorites, Lee Waters and Anna Lee Waters are going up against Lauren Stratman and Corinne Carr. This will be our first women's doubles match of the day. Back to the action here.
What a return there.
Yeah,
and Lung rips a 2-handed backhand down the middle.
That was a great 1-2 punch there by Spencer and Tyler.
And they take the lead at 8-6.